Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a very interesting episode for you guys, and I'm going to be coming to the defense of LeBron James, so make sure you stick around for this video. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, as y'all know, I'm not the biggest LeBron James supporter, and some people get on me. Not some people, a good amount of people. They get on me, they say, oh, you're a LeBron James hater, or you're always looking for reasons to take shot at LeBron, you know, and that's fine. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But what I'm going to talk about today is, I think, needs to be said, right? And today I really have to come to the defense of LeBron James for one very simple reason. I think the prisoner of the moment syndrome is taking full effect, and I'm already beginning to see the signs of it. This was something I talked about on the channel, I believe it was 1 or 2 days ago, where I was just like, okay, wait a minute. I think people are getting a little bit too hyped when they were talking about, you know, Luka was like LeBron, and Iman Shumpert was talking to Vlad on Vlad TV about it. He's like, bro, pump the brakes. I've been noticing that the next best thing is the greatest thing that just happened. The thing that just happened 5 minutes ago is the thing that is the best thing that's ever happened. And a guy can have 1 or 2 good, 3 good moments, and all of a sudden we're ready to compare them to people that have been here in the past and have been doing it for a long time. And I'm beginning to notice now that we are probably about to witness a shift in media and in the sports world when we're talking about LeBron James and his greatness. And I'm already beginning to see signs of it happening. I was listening to Patrick Beverly on Get Up just yesterday, and I want you to listen to some of the things that him and Vince Carter and others have really been saying when they're comparing LeBron James to Stephen Curry. So for those of you who missed some of the things that they had to say, take a listen to a compilation of some of the things that they had to say here, and then we're going to come back and really react to that. So take a listen to that there.
So let's say that the Warriors, who are the favorites in Vegas to take the title, let's say Steph gets that 4th ring. Where do we put him in the pantheon of the great players of today, i.e. LeBron James, who happens to have 4?
Yeah, generationally, I think he closes the gap with LeBron when it comes to the greatness of Steph Curry and what he means. Again, generationally, we have these discussions about LeBron and Michael Jordan. We put these, top 2, top 5 lists together all the time. And Steph can make a claim to be in the conversation for all the ways that he impacted the sport, not necessarily just on the court, where obviously making shots like that and being a good showman and winning championships, of course, and winning MVPs and everything else that he's done, scoring titles. But it's how he's changed the game, the way we see the game. He entered the league in 2009. The Knicks missed him by 1 draft pick. I'll never get over it.
Oh, but my goodness.
The game, what it looked like in 2010 compared to what it looks like 12 years later, his fingerprints are all over the style of play. And I think that also has to be in the conversation when you talk about his impact generationally.
Vince, what do you think?
I think he's right there. I always have thought he's been right there in the mix, but now this solidifies it. If he wins this championship and an MVP, you can't not talk about or have that conversation without talking about a Steph Curry because of all of the things Alan said. I mean, he's everything you want from your superstar player, from a dynamic player, an elite player, a franchise player. Steph Curry has and has done in his career. So why not? And I feel like he's been disrespected somewhat in that sense, in my opinion, because I think he's been there, but this really solidifies it.
Legacy, we're comparing what they've done on the court with others to help win a championship. Is the gap between Steph Curry, how wide is it?
Right.
Man, they right there.
They're right there together.
You have to. He's changed the game. LeBron's changed the game. Of course, everyone knows that. He's changed the game for a 6'8", 6'9" guy to be able to do the stuff what he does with the ball you've never seen before. But what Steph Curry has done, like Alan mentioned on it, these guys are shooting threes and not looking anymore. I mean, that he has changed the game. He's been changed the game. I mean, he looks good doing it. The face is perfect. I mean, everything. I mean, he's the golden boy. Everyone knows that. It just works for him, and he got the basketball to back it up. So it's right there.
Okay, so you're saying neck and neck. You're saying they are right on an even playing field if the Warriors win a 4th title.
I have to say yes.
As y'all can see, it has already begun. It has already begun. Where do I even start? Let me get this straight. So if Stephen Curry wins his 4th ring and his first Finals MVP, are we seriously about to say that him and LeBron James are neck and neck? Like, is that what we're doing right now? Is this what's happening right now? First of all, I want to break this comparison down on 2 levels, on 2 separate levels. First, I want to compare their resumes. And then the second thing, I want to compare their basketball games and the eye test. Now, let's start off here with their resumes. Okay, let's start off with that. Let's actually start with Stephen Curry's resume. Stephen Curry is a 3-time NBA champion. He's a 2-time regular season MVP. And one of those MVPs, he won it unanimously in 2015. He's an 8-time All-Star. He's an All-Star Game MVP. He's been on 4 All-First teams, 3 second teams, and a 3rd team. So he's been on 7 All-NBA teams. Good. He was named the NBA Western Conference Finals MVP. He's a 2-time scoring champion. He's led the league in steals in 2016, also that year when he won his unanimous MVP. And also that year, he was part of the 50-40-90 club, when he's shooting 50% from the field, 40% from the 3, 90% from the free throw line, and he's won the 3-point shooting contest 2 times. When you're part of the 50-40-90 club, you're up there with people like Larry Bird, Steve Nash, Kyrie Irving, who did it just a season ago. So that's Stephen Curry's resume. Let's look at LeBron's resume, because y'all talking about he's neck and neck if he were to win this 4th championship. LeBron has won 4 championships. He has 4 Finals MVPs. He has 4 regular season MVPs. He's an 18-time All-Star. He's been a 3-time All-Star Game MVP. He's been on 13 All-First NBA teams. 13 All-First, 3 second, 2 third. LeBron has been on 18 All-NBA teams. He's been on 5 All-First defensive teams. He made a second defensive, so he's been on 6 All-NBA defensive teams. He was a Rookie of the Year. He led the league in scoring in 2008. And he led the NBA in assists in 2020. That's LeBron's resume compared to Stephen Curry. I don't think those 2 resumes, I don't think you can debate who has the better resume. It's clear that it's LeBron, right? So LeBron wins the resume argument. Now let's talk about the eye test. Okay. I think it's quite clear who wins that debate. Now let's talk about the eye test. The only 2 things that Stephen Curry, in my opinion, and based off of what I've seen, the only 2 things that Stephen Curry can do better than LeBron on an individual level is that he can shoot a higher percentage from the 3 and from deeper ranges from the 3 on the court, and he's a higher free throw shooter from the free throw line. He shoots a higher free throw percentage than LeBron. Those are the 2 things that Stephen Curry undoubtedly does better than LeBron James, right? Those are the 2 things. Now let's talk about what LeBron can do just as good as Curry or better than Curry. LeBron can score just as much as Stephen Curry can score. They score in 2 separate ways, but he can score as much as Stephen Curry. That's number 1. He can defend at a much higher level than Stephen Curry, and he can defend multiple positions. He can defend from 1 to 4, right? Depending on who the power forward is. So he's a better defender. He is certainly a better rebounder. That goes without saying. He can assist the ball better than Stephen Curry. He can block shots better than Stephen Curry. He can steal the ball just as much as Stephen Curry. That's why I think Stephen Curry averages about 1.5 steals per game for his career, and LeBron averages about 1.2. And I think LeBron has an overall better game than Stephen Curry. Now, so I think LeBron wins the resume argument, and I think he wins the eye test argument. Let's take it a step further. Who can do more, who can put more pressure on a defense? Is it Stephen Curry or is it LeBron James? Now, let's break that down. Stephen Curry, because of his ability to shoot from distance and basically from all spots on the court, I think Stephen Curry has an ability to stretch defenses. He can stretch defenses out, man, which creates a lot of spacing. And he also has the ability. He also has the ability because of his playing style and the fact that he's always moving with the ball and he's dangerous with the dribble. With a live dribble, catching and shooting. He has this ability to cause a defense to shift from side to side on the court. Stephen Curry has that ability because guys are usually chasing him around, and he's a threat pretty much from everywhere on the court when we come to his shooting ability. Now, on the other hand, with LeBron James can run your entire offense, right? He doesn't need a Draymond Green to initiate an offense for him. He can run an offense all on his own because of his ability to attack the basket. If you look at LeBron from maybe 2004 to 2015, 16, LeBron was a freight train when he would attack the basket. And he has this ability to put a tremendous amount of pressure on your bigs and cause a team to enter foul trouble because of his ability to attack the basket. LeBron also can create double teams and demand double teams from various points on the court. He can demand a double team at the top of the elbow, and he can definitely demand a double team when he's posting up close to the basket, right? Which in turn causes defenses to shift and to swivel. And because of his ability to pass the ball, and he has great court vision, he can hurt you in a myriad of ways. So those are the two things when we're talking about how LeBron and Stephen Curry really attack teams. There's also the proven fact that LeBron can do more with less. That's just the reality. LeBron can do more with less. He can take his team further on average than Stephen Curry can take his team further on average with similar amount of talent. That's another thing that LeBron can do. Now, let me take this thing a step further here. In all of the championship rounds that Stephen Curry's been in where he's been successful, and he's won NBA championships, at least 2 of the 3 championships that he has won, it has been a serious debate, or it has been totally clear that he was not the best player on his team for 2 of his 3 championships. It's not a Shaq and Kobe thing with him and Durant. If you go look at Shaq and Kobe's numbers in the finals, they were very, very similar. Go look at Shaq and Kobe's numbers in the finals, and they were they were comparable. In at least 2 of the 3 championships that Stephen Curry has won, Kevin Durant was undoubtedly the best player on his team. For every single championship that LeBron has won, at least 3 of them, some people say where the bubble was AD, at least 3 of them, it was clear as day who the best player was. I don't even think that's a dispute. So, after giving you guys all of these facts, how in the hell can it be possible that if Stephen Curry ties LeBron James in championships, wins his first finals MVP, how can it be all of a sudden that they're neck and neck? How did that happen? Okay, for the people that are saying it's going to be neck and neck, I need you guys, let me just throw some ideas at you guys. If y'all are saying they're going to be neck and neck, essentially what that means is this. Stephen Curry, if he wins his 4th championship with his first finals MVP, are y'all telling me that Stephen Curry is all of a sudden a top 5 NBA player of all time, or possibly a top 10 NBA player of all time? And if y'all are saying that, whom are you removing out of the top 10 to supplant, to replace Stephen Curry with? Who's the guy? Who? You're not moving Jordan. That would be stupid. You're not moving Magic Johnson. That would also be incredibly stupid. You're not moving Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That would also be stupid. You're also not going to remove Tim Duncan. That would also be idiotic. You're definitely not going to remove Kobe Bryant. That would also be idiotic. You're definitely not going to tell me you're going to remove Shaq, who 3-peated and it was a total monster. You're not going to remove Shaq. You're not going to remove LeBron James. You're not going to remove Larry Bird. So who are you removing? Who is leaving the top 10? You're going to remove, for some people have, Wilt Chamberlain. You're going to remove Wilt Chamberlain and put Stephen Curry ahead of Wilt Chamberlain? Or you're going to remove, who else am out there? Hakeem or whoever else somebody else may have in it. Who are you going to remove? And this is the part that people don't think about. They just say, oh, he becomes a top 10. Well, there are 10 people in the top 10 right now. So that means somebody leaves. And if you're saying they're neck and neck, and most people think that LeBron is a top 5 player of all time, then you're telling me that Stephen Curry all of a sudden is becoming a top 5 player. So let me get this straight. If they're neck and neck, it means LeBron is there. Then you have Stephen Curry, which means you have 3 more spots. You have with who? Michael Jordan. Okay. Then you would have probably Kareem. Okay, so you're telling me that Stephen Curry is better than Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille. Like, what are we talking about? We got to stop. Stop. Please stop. Y'all are turning me into the biggest LeBron James, but it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. There's no need to do this. Again, it's just another prisoner of the moment, knee-jerk reaction. That's all it is. Stephen Curry is a top 15 NBA player of all time. Top 15, without a doubt. But y'all are going to tell me y'all going to put him neck and neck with LeBron. Oh, my God.